Chapter 1 here. Gods, it was boiling in this useless excuse for a kingdom. Or maybe it felt that way because Selena Sardothian had been lounging on the lip of the terracotta roof since mid-morning, an arm flung over her eyes, slowly baking in the sun like the loaves of flatbread the city's poorest citizens left on their windowsills because they couldn't afford brick ovens. And gods, she was sick of flatbread. Tegya, they called it. Sick of the crunchy, oniony taste of it that even mouthfuls of water couldn't wash away. If she never ate another bite of Tegya again, it would be too soon. Mostly because it was all she'd been able to afford when she landed in Wendelin 2 weeks ago and made her way to the capital city, Varese, just as she'd been ordered by His Grand Imperial Majesty and Master of the Earth, the King of Adelan. Alright, that's enough of that. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. It's a great book. It's probably one of the best in the series. It's the third book in the Throne of Glass series, and it's probably the best up until that point. So, I mean, they're all good, but this one really opens up the story. We get a lot of new characters, and it sort of leads the way for what the rest of the series is going to be, because it introduces a lot of new conflict, and it introduces a lot of new expanses on the development of the main character, Selena Sardothian. Alright, we're going to read the back of the book here. Alright, the Heir of Ash and Fire bows to no one. Selena Sardothian has survived deadly contests and shattering outbreak, but now she must travel to a new land to confront her darkest truth. The truth could change her life and her future forever. Meanwhile, monstrous forces are gathering on the horizon, intent on enslaving her world. To defeat them, Selena will need the strength not only to fight the evil that is about to be unleashed, but also to harness her inner demons. If she is to win this battle, she must find the courage to face her destiny and burn brighter than ever before. Anyway, that's a bit of reading, but yeah, in this book we learn about a couple of new important characters. One is Adian Ashreaver, which is Selena's cousin that she doesn't really know, but she met when she was younger. And Adian, even though he's part of the group that the king kind of defeated and enslaved and killed, ended up being his main war general, and so he works for the King of Adelan, and he might have some cheeky fucking things to say about it. We also meet Manon Blackbeak. Manon is a witch, and I think she's probably one of my favorite characters because she's a fucking ruthless fucking beast of a woman. I guess she's also fucking attractive, but that doesn't mean much since it's just a book and I can't see her. But Manon is a fucking, you know, a fucking pretty crazy witch. She kills people, she's old, and she also works for Adelan, the King of Adelan. Manon is a fucking Blackbeak witch, and she ends up learning how to ride wyverns. And there's a whole thing where they're training wyverns to become like an aerial army for the fights to come. And then we also meet Rowan. Rowan is a very important fae creature, some kind of like fairy. They're more like elves, really, like big fucking strong magical elves. Rowan ends up training Selena and teaching her how to like harness her powers. Rowan and Selena end up not really getting along, but then they start learning more about each other and opening up, and they create a bond that's really strong. I don't want to give too much away, so I'm just trying to give you a kind of brief, you know, primer for when you read this book. And we also meet Maeve. Maeve is the queen of the fairies, the queen of the fae. I don't know if it's fucking appropriate to call them fairies now. I don't know. Maeve is a really powerful, and she's Selena's aunt, And so Selena goes to her to try to get the information about how to defeat the king, but Maeve just won't give it to her until she learns how to harness her power. So that's kind of why Rowan has to teach her. This book leads the way into the next series of books and kind of expands the scope and stakes of the fucking problems. It introduces new bad guys, new monsters. It's got a lot of action. It's got a lot of going back and forth between characters. It really opens up the world more than any of the other books before. So I definitely recommend this book. I think it's definitely one of the best. It's one of the most popular, I think. And if you liked the previous books, I mean, keep going, keep reading. This is a great series. I like it a lot. Make sure to go to Joe's Notes blog. That's my blog. That's where I write reviews. That's where I write stuff, and I post photography as well. I also do that. If you want to pick this up, make sure to use the link in the description. Get my affiliate link going, and you'll be able to support the channel. All right. Well, thanks for listening. That's going to do it. And have a nice day. It wasn't fucking recording. It's a good thing I fucking checked. What a fucking pain in the ass. Just give me a fucking light. Give me a fucking record light. Light. Record light. Fucking hell. Alright. So, somebody stole me fucking chair, and I've got to fucking change it up and use this one right here. It's alright. We'll just fucking roll with the punches, won't we? You have the throne of grass. Throne of grass? Oh, fuck me, I can't say glass. Throne of glass? Throne of glass? It's probably one of the best books in the series, the Throne of Glass series. Glass? 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 Throne of Glass. Glass? Glass. Glass. Throne of Glass. It's probably the best book. It's probably one of the best books in the series, The Throne of Glass. It's probably one of the best books in the Throne of Glass series, Glass.